Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So this here, what we're going to do today is I saw Natasha from Treasure Books do this. She's got a video on how to make your own alcohol inks, and I have a gazillion markers, so I thought I would give it a try. So I gave it a try before I started just so I can see if mine comes out decent looking, and this is what I did. That actually was orange, and so the orange probably needs to go in a bigger container there, because I think it needs to be diluted a little bit more. So we're gonna check this out. So always wear gloves, because I don't know if you can see that, but I already made a big fat mess, and I gotta stop cleaning my office because I keep losing things. Okay, she always started off with black, and I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe because it needs a base to sit on. I am going to try it without the black, but we're going to do this this way first. So just put a few drops of black on there, and I got these pipettes from Amazon. If I knew how, I'd link it down below. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna smear that around. That's gonna be our base. And then, let's see, let's try some green here. Shake that up a little bit. And I'm very messy, so we'll see what happens here. Grab a different one and just put a few drops on there. Now this one we're not gonna squish around like we did the black. Always make sure that you put your lid back on that while you're in the middle of it, just because it is I think 90% rubbing alcohol or whatever. I'll have to look. Maybe we'll even do a video on that. I gotta start taking notes on this stuff. Okay, so green, we're gonna put a little bit of blue in there. And then I'm gonna take, this is just regular photo paper. Remember when you used to get photo paper with your new printers all the time? Yeah. Okay, and so we're just gonna dab that on there, and this dries really quick. And so we just want to make sure that we get every inch of that. And some did get on the back, but that's okay, it's going to dry. Oh, I kind of like that. You can see those are where my fingers were. So we're going to set that on the side to dry over there. And let's just go ahead and put some purple down on that mess. And I already used the purple earlier, so I already have one of these. I would imagine, and this is super dark too, so that probably needs a little bit of diluting also. So we're just gonna put some drops on there of purple. And my yellow isn't very dark, and I'm guessing it's because you use dried out markers to make this stuff. And I do use a lot of yellow, and it doesn't, I never thought to make alcohol inks out of it before I saw that video from Natasha. So from now on, I will be keeping those because I do use those a lot. Okay, this one is a little dull, but I like it. It's still got a little bit of that green in there. Okay, one more corner there. Okay, put that aside to dry. What else we got here? You know what? Let's dry this off and see what kind of stuff we can get. Okay, I want to try that without using the black and see what happens. So I got some red here. I think that's red. We'll use red as the base and see what happens with that. Squish that around. And let's see, let's try the purple. Stir that up a little bit. Put a couple of drops on there. And let's see what else. Let's get some orange in there. This orange really needs to be diluted a lot because it does not come out. Like, I don't know if you can see how dark that is. Like, it's very murky, like dirty water almost. So I'll need to add a little bit more alcohol to that in a bigger jar. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really liking that orange. It's way too bright. And since it does dry quickly, let's put a little bit more purple down and see what happens with that, because I really don't like that color. And if that doesn't work out, maybe that's what the black is for. Okay, there's a lot of pigment in there from the, that's not what it's called, sediment from the purple. Okay, so I'm just going to put this one aside to dry, and I'm going to go ahead and get the black out again and just put it on top of what's already here and then see what we can get. And again, just remember, this dries really quickly, and it stains everything. Found that out the hard way. Well, that's kind of neat. A little dull, but maybe you can't see it that good on the paper. And I have a ring right here, and I'm going to see what it does here, just so I don't waste it. Oh yeah, that's the orange. Okay, so I'm going to put that aside for a second, and I'm going to get back out this green and see what we got going over here. I'm a very messy crafter, if I hadn't said that before. Okay, let's try that. Ooh. This kind of reminds me of popsicles. Like, or sherbet, right? Lime sherbet, that color green. Okay, a little bit more there. Okay, interesting. So I want to see, I'll put that aside to dry. I have some Braille paper over here, and I want to see what it does to the Braille paper. Now, I am doing Dear Julie Challenge, Artfully August Junk Journal Challenge 2023, I think is what it's called. You can find her on both YouTube and on Facebook. And it's a to Z for this month, and we're supposed to do a kaleidoscope thing. And so what I'm going to try is I'm going to put all of these colors on here, and I'm going to dip this Braille paper in there that I have on the side, and I'm just going to use a tad bit of orange because that is so dark. Okay, and you can also wash these out and reuse them, because I'm all about recycling if you can. Why just throw this away even though it is disposable? Just rinse it out, call it a day, just like you do with paintbrushes, right? Okay, let's put some purple on there. Oh, I'm getting purple dripped from the lid too here. Okay. And let's see, we got some blue. That's a very pretty blue. Okay, green. We're just going to get all these colors that I have in there. Oh, we don't even need the pipette for that because I'm making a mess. Okay. What am I missing? Just yellow. Okay. I don't even know if yellow's gonna work. You see how light that is? We'll try it though. And so just a quick explanation of what this is. All you do is you take out your dried out markers and you cut them up in pieces and stick them in a jar, and then you put rubbing alcohol in there. I think I put in the 90 or 92, whatever it was, the higher one, not the 70%. But I suppose it doesn't really matter. My dogs are barking. I'm so sorry. Okay. It's kind of interesting. Got a little bit more black on there than I wanted. So let's see, because it turned kind of gray. I wonder what will happen if we just take a little bit and just put it on there. Like that a little bit better. And what I have underneath this is just parchment paper. And when I tried this out before, the parchment actually holds the color as well. And I don't know about anybody else, but as a junk journaler for myself, I like that crinkly sound you get from different papers and parchment, especially once it's been used for like paint or ink or something, or tea dyed or coffee dyed. It sounds even more crinkly. So I'm just trying to get every bit of this on here so I don't see any more white. I'm not putting any more orange on there. Let's put a little bit more blue on there, just in all those spots that we missed, and then I'm going to call this done. That's a very pretty blue. Didn't get any. There we go. Okay. And that will probably take a little bit longer to dry than the photo paper, because I don't know what it is about photo paper, but it dries super quick. And so this one here, that orange that I tried to pick up over here, I'm just going to squish it on here because this isn't dry yet. And since it is Braille paper, this is actually double-sided Braille paper, which I think is very cool. I don't see, you know, I tried to feel it myself, and I don't, you know, I suppose senses are heightened when you lose a different sense. So I just think that's really cool that somebody can actually read a book by feeling dots on a page. Okay. Oh, I kind of like that. I don't like this orange, but we're gonna get that up. There we go. Oh, I've got some red here. Let's sop up that red. Okay. All right, that's a little bit better with that ring there. Okay. That reminds me of colored cotton candy. Okay, so I think that's going to dry really nice, and there's just a couple more white spots in there. So I am going to take off my gloves and put on fresh ones so I can clean up and wash all this stuff up. And in my next video, I don't even know what it's going to be yet, but whatever it is, I will show. Oh, my light went out. I've been in here for like 6 hours. So at the beginning of my next video, I will show this first when it has dried completely, just so you can see what it looks like. All right. Thank you for joining me today. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share. I would appreciate it. And hopefully one of these days I will learn how to edit so you don't get all those bloopers in there. Until next time, stay tuned.